cannot talk to you without the obvious this coming week. Where are you at with meeting these people?
Well, I was pretty open-minded, said, look, I'll meet these guys. I mean, why wouldn't I talk to them? I said that we should have a conversation about the treaty. 2 points. It becomes increasingly clear that with this guy, Eru Kapakingi, he's actually the son of a Māori Party MP, stood for the Maori Party as a candidate, and at least until recently and possibly now was a staffer on the Maori Party's parliamentary role. It's quite possible that he still is and has been doing this whole thing on the taxpayer. So this is a Maori Party initiative. It's not as much of a spontaneous uprising as people would like them to think, this hikoi. And second of all, after the behaviour of Te Pāti Māori in Parliament, I'm having second thoughts about whether there's a lot to be gained around a conversation here. So I stay open-minded, but I'm less keen than I was, a week ago.
Is this one of these problems, though, because never the twain shall meet? Having watched what happened to it doesn't matter what you say, and from their point of view, it doesn't matter what they say either. I mean, you're never going to meet in the middle or anywhere close to it, hence the division. Is there more trouble than it's worth?
I think it's really important to differentiate Te Pāti Māori from Māori spokespeople, Māori representatives, Māori people, frankly. There's 7 of us in the cabinet of the current government. On the other hand, Te Pāti Māori, I would say, are representing and bringing out the worst in Māoridom. And what worries me is that there'll be a lot of people in New Zealand who believe that Te Pāti Māori speak for all Māori. They certainly don't. They don't speak for me. There's a lot of people saying that what they did in Parliament last week is not just a national but an international embarrassment. And frankly, I think we've got to start recognising that this is not a minority, not a minority as in Māori, a minority within Māoridom that is giving everybody a bad name, and it's their behaviour that I don't want to meet with. Happy to meet with anyone else.
Right. So when Chris Finlayson says it's on you, and when Jenny Shipley, I thought it was extraordinary, but she said you're inviting civil war, what do you say?
Well, I think Jenny Shipley, it sounds like she took about as much care on those comments as she took on reviewing the accounts when she was a director at Mainzeal, quite frankly. I just don't know why she would say that. It is grossly irresponsible, especially for a former Prime Minister. And as for Chris Finlayson, he's showing the kind of haughtiness and bitterness that is unbecoming of someone who's had their time as a politician and should really be proud of their achievements and ready to move on. But the real truth of both those two is that race relations today are very much a product of the influence that they've had in the last 20 years. If people believe there's division, it hasn't been created by my bill, it's been revealed by my bill, because my bill calls for equal rights for all New Zealanders. And what we've seen is that there are a lot of people who don't want equal rights. They want a society where some people are tangata whenua, or land people, and others are tangata tiriti. Jenny Shipley and Chris Finlayson have fostered that belief that New Zealand is actually a partnership between two collectives, which in turn are defined by ancestry. It's never worked anywhere in the world. It's not working here. I'm challenging that and saying New Zealand should be a society with a treaty that, based on a treaty that gave us ngā tikanga katoa rite tahi, or the same rights and duties. If they don't like that, then that's fine, but they have to take some responsibility for their role in creating today's reality.
Appreciate your time, David Seymour, Associate Education Minister, and of course, Treaty Principles Bill Minister, I suppose you call him. 17 away from 8.